What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, and I'm back at y'all with more soap operas. As the world turns. I'm not even back at y'all with another one. This is just back at y'all as the world turns. So now Shakur Stevenson was confronted with an offer that he is now claiming he never received. Shakur Stevenson is, I don't even know how to put it, but he's dimming his light in the sport of boxing. And it's making it hard to believe him. I did a video yesterday to which Shakur Stevenson comes clean and he says he never signed a contract. After I did a video 2 days ago where Shakur Stevenson, he said he signed the contract to fight Devin Haney, only for the next day to come out on another interview and say he never signed the contract. Now 30-year-old junior welterweight world champion, star boxer, who is a world champion, the WBA 140-pound champion, who is a dog but can box. Gary Anton Russell, 19 wins, 1 loss, no draw, 17 wins by way of knockout, 30 years of age. Gary Anton Russell did an interview a week ago, I'll say. And in the interview, he stated that after Jose El Rayo Venezuela avenged his loss and brutally knocked out Edwin De Los Santos, he called out Shakur Stevenson. Shakur Stevenson, who was 25 wins, no loss, no draw, 11 wins by way of knockout, 4-division champion. Shakur Stevenson responds to the former world champion Jose El Rayo Venezuela, who is now 16 wins, 3 losses, no draw, 10 wins by way of knockout. And he says, I'm not interested in fighting El Rayo. If that's the case, I'd rather fight Gary Anton Russell. It'll be a unification bout. Gary Anton Russell does an interview and he says he immediately responded to that because he'd been saying he's going to save Shakur for last. So now he comes out, he says he immediately responded to that and advised his team to get on it. They contacted Shakur's team, to which they was met with Shakur's team telling them they're not interested right now. Shakur has a bigger opportunity in front of him. So Anton Russell said, okay, no problem. I'll move on to the other champion and try to unify the belt. Now, his big brother, Gary Russell Jr., he states that he reached out on behalf of Anton, and they was told Shakur Stevenson is not interested right now. He's going in a different direction. And Gary Russell Jr. says, we're not, saying he's ducking, but we're just saying that he's going in a different direction, right? Shakur goes under the post. And Shakur says, now this was a week ago. Now, Gary Russell Jr. says this. And now Shakur responds and he says he knows nothing about it. Nobody in his team told him anything about it. Okay, let's listen to what Gary Russell said.
Antuanne would give him a better fight than Rayo. So when we heard that, we did take it upon ourselves, and I did take it and get our team to reach out to Shakur's team to see if they were willing to make a possible fight after the statement that was made. Unfortunately, they decided to go in a different direction. So not saying that he was afraid or he's scared or anything like that, but we damn sure tried to bring that shit to him. They just decided to go somewhere else. So
So now that's Anton and and Gary Russell Jr. They both just let you know that Shakur is going in a different direction. Shakur respond again.
He said that
As I said,
Antuanne would give him a better fight than Ryo.
and
So
Shakur
when we
says,
heard that, we did take it upon ourselves, and I
Shakur goes under the post and he says, not one word came to me about this. That's what Shakur says. As you see up there, right there, you see Shakur says, not one word came to me about this. Okay. Let's say that's the case. Because you don't have a fight. Keyshawn is in negotiations to fight Devin Haney. You said you don't want to fight Ryo. You got 3 people on the list: Lamont Roach, Devin Haney, Tank Davis. They ain't going to fight you. Lamont Roach got a fight coming up against Williams Zepeda next month. So Gary Anton Russell, you said 4 guys. Gary Anton Russell, Lamont Roach, Devin Haney, and Tank Davis. Tank ain't fighting. He ain't going to be ready to March of 2027. Devin is going to be fighting Keyshawn. You pushing that fight. Lamont got a fight. So it leaves Gary Anton Russell, right? And since you saying not a word of this came to you, well, now you got the word. You heard them say it. So now contact your team and tell your team, hey, listen, I didn't know nothing about this, but let's make this happen. Shakur know he heard Gary Anton Russell in the interview because it went viral. And he hear and see everything. He know he heard Gary Anton Russell say that. He know that. Now Gary Russell Jr. says it on Fight Hub. And now he responds. Okay, so if a word didn't come across your desk and your team is turning down fights without you knowing, then it's safe to say you don't know what's going on. Just like you said you signed the contract with Devin Haney, then you said you verbally agreed to the contract, then you said you told your team to sign off on it. So it's safe to say you don't know what's going on. Okay, so now you got the big money with Zuffa Boxing. You ain't got to worry about the money. The other 3 fighters on your list is not available. So go ahead and now contact Gary Anton Russell and his team, since they willing to fight right now, and it's a unification at 140. You ain't got to worry about rehydrations and catch weights, and it's a unification. It's the biggest fight you can make. Contact them now and say, let's get it going. There's the solution. Tell your team, hey, listen, I didn't know nothing about this. Y'all turned this down on my behalf. I'm interested in this fight. He's on my list. Contact him right now and make the fight happen. He's available. You ain't got nobody to fight. Let's see what's happening with this. Now, let me know what y'all think. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Now, tell them they trolling. Just like you tell Bill Haney. Bill Haney is trolling. Tank Davis is trolling. Okay, let's see if the Russells is trolling. Call their bluff. Let's see you call their bluff now. Peace.